We are now surviving Modia. Pure survival. Y'all got to smash that like button because Modia, if this is true, sir, ma'am, I am very disappointed during survival. If this is true, Modia, now you tried to sit there and say he got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. Salute to Miss Red, Cutthroat, Cannon, Pure Survival, Bobby Norris. Y'all got to get them likes up. As y'all come in the building, everybody smash that like button. I'm hoping that this is not true, ladies and gentlemen. But there was an interview that just dropped with a man accusing Tyler Perry, aka Modia, of trying to break his virginity. And to me, I think that it was a consensual love affair. But we got to give Tyler Perry the benefit of the doubt, but this ain't looking good. Pure survival. This is looking like Diddy behavior. And Tyler told us, Modia said, don't panic because he got the whole world in his hand.
I just want to come on and just tell everybody, just to be as calm as you can. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Hey, I'm just sitting here on my porch, just looking. What am I looking at? I'm looking to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help? Some of y'all know the rest.
Salute Laura, Letitia. Listen, everybody, Tyler Perry is telling us to stay calm. How can we stay calm, Modia? How can we stay calm when it look like they are about to do you like they did Diddy Glover? Pure survival. This looks like the whole Diddy indictment. Tyler Perry, aka Modia, goes to jail. And you're telling us to be calm. How can we be calm, sir?
Um, I just want to come on and just tell everybody, just to be as calm as you can. He's got the whole world in his hands.
He got the whole world in his hand.
I'm just sitting here on my porch, just looking.
Yes, you are sitting on your porch just looking, Modia. And this is what I was sitting here looking at, Modia. You want us to be calm, but how can we be calm when you have this dude, this white guy that's saying that you sat there and allegedly pulled his pants down and tried to stick your Modia device inside of his tasty cakes? We cannot be calm when this
Now
is
to our
happening.
ABC News exclusive. Tyler Perry accuser Derek Dixon sits down in a TV interview for the first time, sharing allegations of workplace sexual assault and harassment. In June, he filed a $260 million lawsuit against the media mogul. These are claims that Tyler Perry denies. But Dixon says he's speaking out now to try to stop a billionaire who won't stop themselves.
Wow.
What made you decide to come forward with your story?
I wanted to speak out and not stay silent about it anymore.
Actor Derek Dixon sitting down for his first television interview since filing a $260 million lawsuit against media mogul Tyler Perry, detailing the alleged
$260 million. Can y'all smash that like button and tell me, do y'all think that this is a shakedown? Put a one in the chat. If y'all think that this is a money extortion, put a two in the chat. If y'all really think that Tyler Perry had buttered this man's biscuit during survival. Or put a three in the chat if y'all think that Tyler tried to take his cakes. That it wasn't because to me, I heard the text messages. It seems as though Tyler Perry did have an affair with this dude, like allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was consensual. I don't think Tyler Perry just pulled his pants down and ramshacked this dude's cakes. He said that Tyler Modia had R-worded him. This is what he's trying to say.
sexual harassment and assaults he says he endured.
That's when you pushed me up against the wall and grabbed my ass again.
Wow, did you hear him? He said Tyler Perry pushed him up against the wall. Mundia put him up against the wall and then started rubbing on his ass cheeks.
Detailing the alleged sexual harassment and assaults he says he endured.
That's when he pushed me up against the wall and grabbed my ass again.
Wow.
Dixon starred as Dale in Tyler Perry's BET series The Oval.
Why are you yelling? I'm in this too.
This is the dude right here.
Did you get shot at? No, I actually got shot.
He appeared in 85 episodes between 2021 and 2025. Tell us about the first time you ever met Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I met him at his studio opening party in 2019. I was working for an events company, and we met, and he said to me, are you an actor? And I said, well, not right now. I'm working on it, but not right now. And he said, yeah, you are. We need to talk. You should get my number and we'll talk about this.
Wow. So he said, he told Tyler Perry, I'm not an actor, sir. Pure survival. Tyler looked at him and he looked at his hair and he looked inside his hazel eyes. Pure survival. I don't know if they're hazel or blue, but Tyler Perry fell in love with this man, allegedly. Pure survival. But I do think that this was consensual. So how can y'all lock up Tyler Perry when they both was dating, that they were going steady? This man is trying to take Tyler Perry for all his money and take down the studio. You know what I mean? This is the male version of Cassie Ventura during Survival. I think that this is the male version of Cassie Ventura. For him to go live on a damn news station like this and put Tyler Perry out there like that, this is some scorn woman shit.
Party in 2019. I was working for an events company, and we met, and he said to me, are you an actor? And I said, well, not right now. I'm working on it, but not right now. And he said, yeah, you are. We need to talk. You should get my number and we'll talk about this.
Did any of your initial interactions give you pause?
A few of them were did give me pause, but they weren't bad enough to think like this was a dangerous situation in the beginning. Yeah.
So he said he didn't think it was a dangerous situation at first, but now you're stating that Tyler Perry allegedly had R-worded you, but you felt comfortable with him at first. Pure survival. You felt comfortable enough to go by yourself to Tyler Perry's studio, wherever guest room that he had, not knowing if he had freak off cameras. Pure survival. Because I'm telling you, they're going to do Tyler just how they did Diddy. I see them trying to arrest this man, and I'm hearing it from everybody that Tyler Perry's about to go to jail, and it looked like it from him coming on this news station like that, putting that man on blast like this.
You should get my number and we'll talk about this.
Did any of your initial interactions give you pause?
A few of them were did give me pause, but they weren't bad enough to think like this was a dangerous situation in the beginning. Yeah.
According to your lawsuit, at one point early on, he bought you a car.
Yeah, he'd seen my Jeep around the studio that I was driving, and he said, that's not a great car.
Wow. So hold up, wait up, guys. So Tyler Perry,
he bought you a car.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry brought this man a car, or Modia. We're gonna say Modia. Pure survival. Everybody smash that like button. Modia brought this man a car, and you telling me you didn't notice that he was making a pass at you? Pure survival. If a man just wants to buy you a damn car, you already said you wasn't an actor during Survival. This man said, no, take my phone number. You gonna be an actor today. And then bought you a car and said, hey, look, forget that truck. I'm gonna buy you a car. This is the way that a man wines and dines a woman. The way that a man would wine and dine a woman. So he knew he was getting wine and dined. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy.
I think like this was a dangerous situation in the beginning. Yeah.
According to your lawsuit, at one point early on, he bought you a car.
Yeah, he'd seen my Jeep around the studio that I was driving, and he said, that's not a great car.
Tyler Perry is an actor, producer, director, playwright, and prominent name in the entertainment space. He launched his career in the 1990s.
Wow. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy, man. Like I'm giving Tyler the benefit of the doubt, y'all.
You want this? His 2005 breakthrough film, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, debuted at #1 in the box office and was a massive success. To date, he's created 24 feature films, 20 stage plays, 17 television shows.
And y'all see this 17 got look all of this stuff that he accomplished. And this woman, this man or whatever is trying to take down everything that Tyler Perry created, guys. And I'm sorry, him going on a news station like this that you got the whole entire world believing that Tyler Perry clapped this boy's cheeks unwillingly. You know what I mean? Now put a one in the chat if y'all think that Tyler Perry is LBG. Put it two in the chat if y'all think that Tyler Perry is straight. Now I'm gonna be honest. I think that he's LBG, but I don't know if he took this man's virginity. You know what I'm saying? I think that it was consensual. I don't just think he just took this man's virginity.
And 2 New York Times best-selling books. In 2021, his prolific career earned him a spot in the exclusive Billionaires Club. His media empire includes his own production company, Tyler Perry Studios, based in Atlanta, one of the largest film studios in the country.
I'm not trying to do anything other than meet somebody at their humanity.
As his career has flourished, he's also made a name for himself in the philanthropic space. So in early 2020, you land the role of Dale on the Oval. Was that a dream job?
It was, yeah. It was. To be a series regular on a show was something I always dreamed about.
The complaint includes multiple screenshots of text messages allegedly between Dixon and Perry.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the text messages, I really believe that these are Tyler Perry's text messages sent off to this dude, because Tyler Perry never denied that he was the one that sent these text messages off. Pure Bible. He sent a picture of himself on a damn jet ski to this man and said, "Nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm." Then he said, "Nice picture, great, amazing, awesome picture. You don't see the stupid in that nice picture? What the hell?" Like he was I think the dude knew that Tyler was making passes at him and he wanted it. And this is just an extortion.
Picture where he's on the jet ski. Well, I said, "Nice picture." And he said, "Yeah, the water looks calm." And he said, "Nice picture. You don't see that stud in that picture? Rude."
Oh, wow. So Tyler Perry said to him, "You don't see that stud in the picture?" Pure Bible. Do y'all see a stud in this picture? This is what Tyler Perry said to the boy. He said, "Look, don't just say nice picture, motherfucker. I am a stud and I want to sleep with you tonight." Smash that like button, guys. Everybody, we survive in Modea.
And Perry.
Picture where he's on the jet ski. Well, I said, "Nice picture." And he said, "Yeah, the water looks calm." And he said, "Nice picture. You don't see that stud in that picture? Rude." And I said, "LOL, yes, that's a stud." And all these texts, I tried to de-escalate them and make a joke out of them.
Some of the messages more sexual in nature.
Wow.
He says, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that in therapy?
Whoa. So Tyler Perry said to him, look, Tyler Perry said, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy?" So he's saying to this dude that he wants to have guiltless sex, pure survival. You know what I mean? To where we don't feel guilty. We just let our wieners out and we just go to town. We just go to town. Yo, smash that like button, guys. This is crazy.
De-escalate them and make a joke out of them.
Some of the messages more sexual in nature.
One of them says, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that in therapy yet? I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you.
Wow.
The complaint also alleges that in January of 2020...
So hold on. If he said about you want to have guiltless sex, and he said, "How about that you let me hold you and make love to you?" Why did he keep talking to Tyler Perry, Pure Survival, or Modea if the man said he wanted to make love to you? That's what I don't understand.
Sex. Have y'all found that in therapy yet? I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you.
Wow.
Now, the complaint also alleges that in January of 2020, there was an escalation from the text messages to Tyler Perry's behavior becoming physical. Can you explain that first alleged incident?
Yes, we were over his house. We're having some drinks in his guest house, and it was late at night, and he has a guest quarters, and said that you can sleep there instead of not driving, and his house is far from.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all knew that he was with the shits. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think Tyler Perry took it from him. Or put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that he wanted it. He went over this man's house. It's just them late at night. You know what I mean? And letting him wine and dine you. He brought you a car, pure survival. So Tyler Perry felt like you owe me some ass. I done got you a car so you can sit comfortably in the vehicle. Now you owe me some of them cakes. Salute to Stacy Gloria. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. He kept talking because he was curious of broke or both. Yes, he wanted his biscuit buttered. It's no way. It's no way.
Behavior becoming physical. Can you explain that first alleged incident?
Yes, we were over his house. We're having some drinks in his guest house, and it was late at night, and he has a guest quarters, and said that you can sleep there instead of not driving, and his house is far from Atlanta and where I was living, and I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well.
Now you see this? Salute DMW Shots, Pure Survival. Go over there and subscribe to DMW Shots, man. You know what I'm saying, guys? DMW Shots, did you see this? Why did he crawl in bed with Tyler Perry? Why did you see? Tyler shouldn't be going to jail when this motherfucker was willing to get in bed and all of this stuff with this man, knowing that he dressed like a grandma. Knowing that
out of bed and
the man be wearing the Modia dress, you go get in bed buck ass naked. Like, and you trying to tell me you didn't want Tyler Modia to run her hands through your hair, sir? This is extortion.
First alleged incident?
Yes, we were over his house. We're having some drinks in his guest house, and it was late at night, and he has a guest quarters, and said that you can sleep there instead of not driving, and his house is far from Atlanta and where I was living, and I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well, and started rubbing my leg.
You wanted it, sir. Salute to Jimmy Trice. Hit that super chat. Yes, the super chat is going up. Pure survival. The is a sign that the world is coming to an end when they arrest Tyler Perry. Yes, man. Like, listen, Jimmy, it's crazy. The world is definitely coming to an end. We got a boy that just sniped the dude that just got killed or whatever. Smash that like button, y'all. Now, Tyler Perry is at risk of losing everything. You got to understand, this is like what Cassie did to Diddy, but worse. Cassie didn't go on a news station. This man is on a news station, ABC motherfucking news, saying that Tyler took his virginity. And he knew that Tyler wanted him. He read the text messages. Tyler said, I want to make love to you. Why did you accept the car, sir? Why did you get in the bed with Tyler Perry with your Spider-Man underwear on, and then you took and pulled your pants down? You knew what you was doing.
And where I was living, and I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well, and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed, and he said, turn around so I can look at you, and just commented on how I looked, and then he got up and left.
And look at that. So he jumped up out the bed. The dude told him to, and Modia told him to turn around, stick it out. Even black men got to shout, baby got back. So he jumped out the bed. Tyler Perry told him to spin around like a freak off ballerina, and he did it. And then he said, Tyler Perry, Modia just walked out. No, you knew what you were doing, sir. You was groomed. You was sitting there loving every minute of it. You was looking at him as a damn freak off meal ticket.
And where I was living, and I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well, and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed, and He has said, turn around so I can look at you and just comment on how I looked. And then he got up and left. So I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear that I was not interested in that type of a relationship. It was very, very strange. I mean, I think it's okay that people try to make a move or shoot their shot, but if they get rejected, I think that they should stop. And so
Wow. He think it's cool, so he's not upset that Modia shot her shot during survival. Everybody smash that like button in the building. If you are agreeing, smash that like button if y'all think that him and Tyler Perry actually had an affair. Cause I think that they did something. I think that he scorned. Tyler Perry must have didn't give him what he wanted at the time. He's trying to get $260 million per survival. And you said it was okay that Tyler Perry shot his shot, that he tried to lick you up and down until you said stop. You said it was cool, dude. And now you on the news trying to say that he took it from you? You know what I'm saying? These people are crazy. Like I said, this is the male version of Cassie Ventura. Now Tyler Perry is going to jail. Oh my God.
And started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed and he has said, turn around so I can look at you and just comment on how I looked. And then he got up and left. So I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear that I was not interested in that type of a relationship. It was very, very strange. I mean, I think it's okay that people try to make a move or shoot their shot, but if they get rejected, I think that they should stop. And so I thought it would stop after that. And it didn't.
At the end of the second season, Dale gets shot in the chest 4 times.
Wow. So you thought that Tyler Perry was going to stop when you came over there and got buck-ass naked and got in bed with him and turned around and stuck it out. And he said, baby got back. And you thought he was going to stop after he said, baby got back? This is crazy.
Why was that especially concerning for you?
What it meant to me was if I don't make him happy, I could stay dead on the show.
And the complaint specifically says, and I just want to quote it, Mr. Perry made it clear to Mr. Dixon that he would kill off Mr. Dixon's character.
Wow. So Tyler Perry said that he was going to kill off Mr. Dixon. This dude name is Derek Dixon. So Tyler Perry allegedly told him, look, if you don't give me that ass one more again, if you don't back it up, pure survival, I'm going to kill off your character, so your job is over if you don't let me get them butt cheeks. Pure survival. Oh my God. Tyler Perry, we got to pray for Modia. Oh my God.
I could stay dead on the show.
And the complaint specifically says, and I just want to quote it, Mr. Perry made it clear to Mr. Dixon that he would kill off Mr. Dixon's character if he did not indulge Mr. Perry's sexual harassment. Was that message clear to you?
For me, that was his way of showing his power over us and our careers. And
wow.
He doesn't have a problem with just...
All right, shout out to the plug, excuse me. Shout out to the plug podcast by Cross Your Heart. That's family right there. Prayers on Bible. Shout out to my bro. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the brother. You know what I'm talking about? My baby in the building, the lounge, Prayers on Bible. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing but good content with my people. But do y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that Tyler Perry was using his power to manipulate this man out of his asshole? Pure survival. Or put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he wanted it.
Why was that especially concerning for you?
What it meant to me was if I don't make him happy, I could stay dead on the show.
And the complaint specifically says, and I just want to quote it, Mr. Perry made it clear to Mr. Dixon that he would kill off Mr. Dixon's character if he did not indulge Mr. Perry's sexual harassment. Was that message clear to you?
Wow.
For me, that was his way of showing his power over us and our careers, and that he doesn't have a problem with just killing one of us off.
Wow.
He's also a screenwriter and written a TV series called Losing It. Tell us about that.
He ended up wanting to read it, and I at first was like too embarrassed to even send to him, but he did, and he said he loved it and wanted to shoot the pilot for it.
All right, let's go to June of 2021, another alleged incident that you outline in your lawsuit where your again at Tyler Perry's home in Atlanta, and it ends up with you locking yourself in a bathroom.
Wow.
We started out having drinks in the living room like we, have done before.
So listen, you can tell that he's lying. Smash that like button if y'all think that he's lying. So he's saying that he locked himself in the bathroom, pure survival. So Tyler Perry was already hitting on you. He jumped in the bed with you buck ass naked. You got up and ran out, but you still went back to his house to have drinks during survival? Knowing that when a motherfucker get drunk, that's when they really get the touchy feely. And you went back around him, knowing that he wanted to tear you, he wanted to nail you to the cross. Yo, I just don't believe this.
Wanted to shoot the pilot for it.
All right, let's go to June of 2021, another alleged incident that you outline in your lawsuit where you're again at Tyler Perry's home in Atlanta, and it ends up with you locking yourself in a bathroom.
We started out having drinks in the living room like we, have done before, and it got to a point in the night where, we were both kind of feeling drunk, and I remember we were walking back to the guest area where I've stayed before, and there was this health monitor scale on the way. And I was like, "What is that?" And he said, "Well, you have to be in your underwear to measure, whatever. So you should do it." He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass and.
Wow, you see this? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that it was consensual. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think so. As I just told y'all, this boy, and then he got the pink dingling suck lips. He got the pink dingling suck lips. This dude right here said that he started walking down the hallway, the same hallway where he tried to break your virginity the first time, and you go walk back down that hallway while that motherfucker drunk as hell. And I heard Tyler Perry's tall as shit. Pure Bible. Modia is tall than motherfucker. You go walking down the same hallway that you allegedly got R-worded in. Pure Bible. Why would you go back down that hallway if you didn't want that? Salute to Jimmy Trice. Hit that super chat again. Pure Survival. Dinkson, Pure Survival. Peace to Miss Glover. This dude lied like a motherfucker.
Where I've stayed before, and there was this health monitor scale on the way. And I was like, "What is that?" And he said, "Well, you have to be in your underwear to measure it, whatever. So you should do it." He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass, and I, tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he kind of grabbed.
You ain't try to stop him, dude. When he grabbed your underwear and pulled them down, you bent down like a motherfucker. Pure Bible. You bent down and you busted wide open. You let him bust it wide open, sir. You sitting here lying in that blue shirt. You know what I'm talking about? This dude talking about I pulled away. Absolutely not. You went down that motherfucker hallway because you knew if you gave that ass up, Tyler Perry was going to give you more money, but he must have rejected you. He must have rejected you. It made you feel like a hoe that gave that ass up and you didn't get nothing out of it. Pure Bible. And now you said I'm going to tell on him. I'm getting 60 million, 260 million.
Scale on the way. And I was like, "What is that?" And he said, "Well, you have to be in your underwear to measure it, whatever. So you should do it." He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass, and I, tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he kind of grabbed my arms and said, "No, it's okay. Just go with it." And I said, "Stop. I don't want to be naked. I don't want this." And he was just like, "No, I'm not going to hurt you," and just continued. And
I'm not going to hurt you and just continued. Ladies and gentlemen, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Tyler Perry has smashed. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that Tyler Perry smashed. Look how he poking his lips out. Like the guilt is all on his pink lips. Pure Survival. The motherfucker said that he just stopped. Tyler Perry said, "No, it's not going to hurt. I'm just going to put the head in like I did the first time." Pure Survival. "I'm only going to put the head in." I promise I'm only going to put the head in. Smash that like button, guys. Everybody that think that Tyler Perry put more than the head in.
my ass, and I, tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he kind of grabbed my arms and said, no, it's okay. Just go with it. And I said, stop, I don't want to be naked, I don't want this. And he was just like, no, I'm not going to hurt you, and just continued. And in that moment, unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand.
So he took control of your body. You liked it, sir. My body all over your body, babe. Your body all over my body. It's your body, babe. Tyler was all over your body, girl. Motherfucker said he took control of his body. So you must have liked it, dude. You had an orgasm. Just admit it. Tyler Perry busted a nut on you. This is why you so upset. He busted a nut on you and they want to give you no motherfucking more money. This is crazy, guys.
Stop, I don't want to be naked, I don't want this. And he was just like, no, I'm not going to hurt you, and just continued. And in that moment, unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment. It was almost like every thought came through my head: to run, to fight, to
run,
freeze.
to fight.
I didn't know what to do.
He says he de-escalated and distracted Perry and eventually locked himself alone in the guest house bathroom.
The day after that, he called several times, and I ended up getting afraid of.
He was getting afraid. He locked himself in the bathroom, ladies and gentlemen, like a woman. And let's be honest here. This dude, he looked like he's in shape. He don't look like a diabetic, pure survival. So it looked like he could have fought back. He locked himself in the bathroom like a female. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that he's lying. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he's telling the truth. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all think that this is a fucking money grab. That them two was having an affair. They both was going together. I think they were going steady. I'm dead serious. I think that they was in a damn relationship, and this is just a motherfucker that's scorned. We see it all the time, ladies. I'm not being disrespectful, but y'all know that y'all can be some mean motherfuckers when y'all get mad and y'all want to make a motherfucker pay. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's doing right now. This was one of Tyler Perry's girlfriends, and man, Diddy Cassie. He's going to be the next Diddy Glover. We're going to go to Tyler Perry's trial. Me and my baby going to Tyler Perry's trial. We went to Diddy trial. We going to Tyler's trial.
It was almost like every thought came through my head: to run, to fight, to freeze. I didn't know what to do.
He says he de-escalated and distracted Perry and eventually locked himself alone in the guest house bathroom.
The day after that, he called several times, and I ended up getting afraid of what was going on the other side. So I picked up, and that's when he said, he was sorry for what happened. He doesn't know why he did that, and that maybe he was self-sabotaging or something.
So he told you sorry for clapping your cheeks and making you haul ass into the bathroom. You know what I mean, sir? Open your motherfucking eyes when I'm talking to you. Don't try to go blind on me now, Stevie. I wonder what the hell you making. Listen here, Stevie trying to go blind right now, but he said Modia said sorry for doing him like this, but he didn't say sorry the first time. And you still went back, sir. You went back for more of that ding-a-ling. You liked it, that ding-a-ling. You just want some money to go along with it.
He locked himself alone in the guest house bathroom.
The day after that, he called several times, and I ended up getting afraid of what was going on the other side. So I picked up, and that's when he said, he was sorry for what happened. He doesn't know why he did that, and that maybe he was self-sabotaging or something. And in the same call, he said, and don't worry, we're going to do your show.
In the lawsuit, you describe this as a calculated pursuit of you by Tyler Perry. There are also several times where he says to you, you have to make your no stronger. Mm-hmm. How did you respond to this as it's described?
Wow, so Tyler Perry, a.k.a. Modia. Everybody put Modia in the chat. Modia. It's a certain way that you pronounce it. So Modia said, look, if you saying no, that you don't want this, you got to learn how to say no better than that. And what he means by that is stop going back to the same room where I clapped your cheeks at the first time. If you don't want this, why you keep coming back for more? You gotta be more specific when you say no.
And don't worry, we're going to do your show.
In the lawsuit, you describe this as a calculated pursuit of you by Tyler Perry. There are also several times where he says to you, you have to make your no stronger. How did you respond to this, as it's described, calculated pursuit of you by Tyler Perry?
To me, that's just so insulting. And I reiterated, you know I said stop. You know I said it. I don't think.
Look, he said, you know I said stop. You know I said stop. The first time was okay, Modia, but you know I said stop. I said just put the head in and then take it out.
So several times where he says to you, you have to make your no stronger. How did you respond to this, as it's described, calculated pursuit of you by Tyler Perry?
To me, that's just so insulting. And I reiterated, you know I said stop. You know I said it. I don't think that people ever get past something like that happening to them.
Dixon tells us he last spoke to Perry in the spring of 2024 and left the show in September of that year. What ultimately became of your pilot losing it?
Yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere. He still owns the rights to it. So I can't now go and sell it.
Then in January.
See, Tyler Perry broke up with this man. Let's just everybody accept it. Tyler Perry had dumped him, pure survival, and said, I'm not putting out your damn TV show. We're not launching the pilot no more. Get the fuck on. Go on back down to Vegas and get back on the strip and sell those tasty cakes. Pure survival. So this boy said, you know what? Fuck this. You know what I mean? Just like Cassie. When Cassie had to go and live back with her mother with the personal trainer, her and the personal trainer put a plan together. Said, look, we're going to take Diddy Glover down. We're going to take Diddy Glover down. And that's what's happening to Tyler. Pure survival. This man and his boyfriend set up and made a plan to go after Modia.
Losing it.
Yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere. He still owns the rights to it. So I can't now go and sell it.
Then in January, the actor filed a complaint with the EEOC, the federal agency responsible for protecting workers from discrimination. In your response to your EEOC complaint, Tyler's representative said, among other things, Mr. Dixon's initial letter to TPS Tyler Perry Studios about its matter demanded $42.5 million to buy his silence. They described your actions as extortion. Were you looking for money to buy your silence?
No, I think I was looking for...
Put a one in the chat if y'all think that this is extortion. Shout out to Stacy Gloria. Hit that super chat again. Pure Bible. Did Modia have her grandmother dress on when she clapped his cheeks? Yes, I think she did have a Modia dress on. I think she had the Modia dress. And this man is trying to get his extortion on.
Dollars to buy his silence. They described your actions as extortion. Were you looking for money to buy your silence?
No, I think I was looking for accountability on to what he did. I think what he did was wrong, and it needed to be something that would deter him from doing this to somebody else, another actor, or in the future.
What kind of a toll would you say that this has all taken on you?
I was extremely anxious. The calls.
You was anxious to go get some of that dingling. You was anxious to get motherfuckers some more Modia. So anxious. Meet me at 11:30. I love it when Tyler Perry talking dirty said, that's the only thing you was anxious for, sir.
The toll, would you say that this has all taken on you?
Salute the Gold King. Just hit that super chat. Y'all going crazy in the super chats. Keep them coming. Y'all about to make me turn into Umar Johnson. Don't hit my PayPal. Just hit my super chat. Pure survival.
I was extremely anxious. The calls got to the point where the calls and texts were almost every day. Just this constant state of like, if I don't answer, I will lose my job. I'll be fired or killed off the show. I mean, it took a huge toll on my anxiety and depression.
You're asking in your lawsuit for damages totaling $260 million. How did you arrive at that number?
$260 million, ladies and gentlemen. If that's not extortion, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, if you would have just said $5 million, Tyler would have probably paid you money to keep those pink lips quiet. Pure Bible. You should have just asked for $5 million. Tyler would have been like, here, shut those pecker suckers and take this $5 million and you can come back to my dungeon when you get your shit together. You came for $260 million, sir. And then you trying to destroy his whole goddamn legacy. This is for a relationship that y'all both had. I don't believe, I'm sorry, y'all, smash that like button. I don't believe Tyler Perry actually took his cakes or broke his virginity. Now, the other actor, now look, let me show y'all who I do believe. Now, the other actor, if he came out and said something, because Tyler Perry's bald head friends already said that he's, with the LBG community. No disrespect to LBG, but it's no fucking question if Tyler Perry's gay or not. His friends even said it.
We were sitting at this table, and I just asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, "Look, no one can know that I'm gay." I'm thinking, what? Are you looking around? Did you see all these sissies you hanging around at this table? Nobody can know.
You see that? His bald head, cue ball, George Foreman grill head friend right here said that Tyler Perry told him, look, nobody can know that I'm gay. And then he was sitting at a table full of transgender women. So he didn't even understand why him or his George Foreman grill head didn't understand why Tyler Perry said that. Salute to Edgar. Just hit that super chat, Pure Survival. Sorry if I fucked your name up. The fuck is up with his head? It looked like a George Foreman grill. He looked like George Foreman. His head looked like the grill. Pure Survival. Somebody get a steak so we can cook a goddamn steak on this motherfucking head. Look at this goddamn head. Look, the motherfucker. This shit would just slide right off his big ass head, just like this, Brother Bible. It'll just be dangling up at the top, and then it'll just pick a side to slide down. But listen what he say, y'all. Get them likes up. Everybody hit the like button.
That you're gay and you surround all these damn sissies. I said, well, why? Why can people not know that you're gay? And he just told me, he said that if people find out he's gay, he's going to lose the support of the members of the black church members. Now, keep in mind, I have not been to Tyler Perry's plays. I only see them on DVD. So I don't know who was going to see his plays. I assumed that they were just everyday African-American people. I did not know that he had such a huge church following. I'm not a church-going individual. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, so I really don't know anything about the black.
You grew up as a Jehovah's Witnesses? No, you grew up as a damn George Foreman grill. Pure the Bible. Get out of here. But you heard what George Foreman had said. But this is the one that I feel that's the real victim of Tyler Perry.
I was like, well, I got to protect me because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work.
Now you see that? This is Christian Keys. He said that he didn't want this person that was powerful and all of this stuff to get in the way of his work. When he came out, we all knew, like, oh shit, Tyler Perry, because he like the white boys and the yellow boys. You know what I'm talking about? Their milkshake brings his ass to the yard. But this is I feel like he was a victim, but he never let Tyler Perry smash. The dude that's doing the news station let Tyler Perry smash. But Christian stood up for his own tasty cakes. He was light-skinned. He telling TG truth.
Best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens.
Not the milkshake. Yes, baby, the milkshake. It brought Tyler Perry to the yard.
It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then And it's 11:11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity to connect.
Yes, Tyler Perry ain't locked up, but guess what? It looked like his ass is on his way to jail. Praise the Bible.
Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad decisions, and my mistakes. Please continue to guide and protect us as only you can. Everybody that's watching, it's not a presentation. If I see 11:11, I try to have another conversation with God. So thank you, Heavenly Father. I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen. That's interesting. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things.
See, now when he said there's people that's going to offer these things, these people in Hollywood. Now pay attention to Christian Keys. Tyler Perry allegedly was trying to offer him certain things so he can butter his biscuit. Now, you heard the other dude that's on the news station said Tyler Perry bought him a car. Pure Bible. Everything that Modia offered him, he took it. That's why I know that, to me, in my opinion, Tyler Perry smashed him. But this man refused to take any gifts from any of these predators.
And some of them are your heroes. Some of them are people who you're like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. At some point soon, it's gonna have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since '05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work.
Wow.
So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off.
Wow. Do you hear this? So he recorded everything. Now, if this man comes out along with this dude on the ABC News, Tyler Perry is definitely going out like Diddy Glover. I'm trying to tell you, Tyler Perry gonna be trying to ask for bail. They're gonna be denying his bail because they know he got all that money, pure survival. Same way that they did with Diddy Glover. They're not gonna put a 1 in the chat if y'all think they're gonna give Modia bail. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that they're not gonna give Modia bail. They're gonna say no bail like how they did Diddy.
Because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off.
Wow.
I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police.
Wow, so you hear this? So the non-disclosure stuff, you know how they be trying to make you sign NDAs and shit like that, pure survival? So whatever NDA that Tyler Perry or whoever else, the other people that tried to make this man sign, he's still talking about, I can take this stuff to the police. So if he take all that shit to the police, and then you got this other girl up there on the news right now talking about Tyler, it's not looking good. This is looking like a indictment, federal indictment coming.
Disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony.
Wow.
And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes.
Wow.
Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much. No, they're also doing this.
Wow. So he's saying that we looking up to these people in Hollywood and they running around clapping people's cheeks and making motherfuckers say, look, if you want to play this role, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to give me some of your yummy yums. You got to give me some of your candy yams if you want to be in the industry. And we've been hearing about the couch and all of this stuff. And he was the one that came out first exposing, allegedly, Tyler Perry, Pure Survival.
Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, you know, there was directors along the way like, hey, you know, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume. I'm good.
You see that? He said that I'm good. Why do you want me to come up to your apartment and watch a movie and eat popcorn? Pure Survival. You already got my headshot. You already got me casted me in a movie. Why do you want me to come to your freak off dungeon? He wasn't stupid. He did not eat the motherfucking, he didn't bite the banana. You know what I mean? But the other dude did. But he's saying that they tried to put him in that compromising situation. You see how the one dude said, yeah, well, I went back to Tyler Perry's house and we had a couple drinks. Why would you drink with that man knowing that he was pulling your pants down, allegedly, Pure Survival, begging to stick the head in? But this man didn't go over to the house.
And my only reservation about naming the people, you know, there was directors along the way like, hey, you know, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume. I'm good. You know if I can handle that or not. You know I can kill that. But I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition.
Wow.
There's other people that I want to say everything, and my brother was like, nah, not yet.
See, look, he wanted to tell everything right here, but his brother was saying, don't tell the people's names. And allegedly they said it was Tyler Perry. Don't tell. So it is kind of crazy that the dude that's on the news is saying the same thing he said. The only difference is I think the dude that's on the news station, him and Tyler was actually going steady. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't give it up. Y'all got to smash that like button for Christian Keys, y'all. Because Christian Keys did not sell his soul for a freak off jelly roll. And he didn't give up his candy yams.
I want to say everything. And my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started,
Wow.
I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man,
wow,
the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves.
Wow, shout out to Christian Keys, guys, because Christian Keys didn't have to let us know and our children during survival. Our children that want to go into the industry. And he's saying, we looking up to these people in Hollywood, stuff like that. And he's letting it be known that our children and our children's, virginity is not safe around these demons. Like, shout out to him. And like he said, we're gonna know that it's the person he's talking about, allegedly Tyler Perry, Pure Survival, by the voice that he recorded. And we know what Modia sound like. We know what Modia sound like.
The world is celebrating this person, and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves, and the way that predators resent the prey that gets away. So
Wow.
when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, so we're not doing that.
He didn't say yes.
They resent you. This is a conversation we're gonna have, and we're gonna have soon, because
Wow.
it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But yeah, Pete, we don't play ball. That's my brother in there. And he knows the real deal. He knows the who. I'm good. Somebody said, you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me, because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities, and I didn't say yes. I didn't say
See that? He didn't sell his soul. Smash that like button, guys. We must appreciate that he didn't sell his soul. And this will help other young people realize that, hey, if your talent's not going to get you there, then you don't want to sacrifice and sell your soul for a freak off jelly roll. You do not have to let this man back it up on you for you to get in the industry. You know what I mean? The Lord had protected him and protected his tasty cakes.
I'm good. Somebody said, you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me, because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities, and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass.
Wow.
Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all don't have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah,
wow.
That's not what I want.
Give it up. Y'all got to give it up for him, guys. Come on. I need to see 500 likes in this motherfucker. He broke it down and said, I did not sell my soul or sell sex for success. Damn, that's dope.
He was watching when I was offered these opportunities, and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all don't have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got the only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed.
Wow.
We ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that.
I know that's right.
And these people kept on for years.
Trying to smash.
Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs.
Wow. So he's saying he would take a polygraph proving that allegedly Tyler Perry tried to, clap his cheeks. And now you have the male version of Cassie Ventura out here saying that Tyler Perry did, in fact, clap his cheeks unwillingly. But I think that he is lying that he gave it up to Tyler, and Christian Keys held it down during survival.
And I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This person is a predator, and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time.
Yes, it's time. It's time for the truth to come out, Christian. You can do it. Fight it. Christian, we're here for you, Christian.
I want to, and I know, P, I know you on here. I want to say everything now.
Wow, Christian don't want, he want to get it
I
out.
have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire.
Wow.
It's not about money.
So he know he ain't about money. See the difference, y'all? You see why I said I think the other dude, the male version of Cassie Ventura on the news, he's all about money. He let Tyler Perry smash. You know what I mean? Christian Keys didn't. He don't care about money. He came out with this first, Pearl Survival, but he didn't go the whole way. And I think that they paid him off. To me, I really think that they paid him to silence him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual.
Wow.
I wasn't working for him. In the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100 grand to take my clothes off.
Wow.
He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked.
Wow, guys. Oh my God. Prayers for Christian Keys and prayers for Christian Keys candy yams, because Tyler Perry allegedly, if he talking about Tyler Perry, which everybody's saying, wanted those candy yams, and it wasn't even Thanksgiving. Pure survival. This is crazy. Wanted that boy's candy yams and said, if you get buck ass naked, I'll give you $100,000. Pure survival. And you should imagine if you were a weak person. You know how many men and women that got buck ass naked immediately, pure survival. And I'm not gonna let y'all try to say, Jamil, you would have got you would have got buck ass naked for that 100 grand, pure survival. Cause he said all you gotta do is get naked. I don't want to touch you, but just get naked and I'm gonna hand you the money, pure survival. I'm not gonna let y'all say Jamil would have got buck ass naked, took the 100 grand, and then hauled ass out the room, pure survival. Running up the street buck ass naked with 100 grand in my hand, pure survival. Like Lil Nas X running down the street talking about no, 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 no. I wouldn't have took the 100 grand, goddammit. I'm not gonna let y'all say I done took it. Bro, why you lying? Joyce, I wouldn't have took the 100 grand. Juice, I'm telling you I wouldn't have took it. He said that he wasn't gonna touch you though. Like, put a 1 in the chat if you just took the 100 grand. Put a 2 in the chat if you wouldn't. He said, get buck ass naked, but I'm not going to touch you. I just want to stare while you naked with the money in your hand. And you can get out. You can just haul ass running with the 100,000. Look, we got 1s and 2s. We got some naked motherfuckers in here right now.
In the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100 grand to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked.
Wow. I just want to see you naked. And he declined.
Again, scenic group. I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him, and I told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit.
Wow. So, like, it's like what Cat Williams said about Diddy Glover. You just got to tell him no. You just, no matter what they how they shadow ban you, how they blackball you in the industry, you just got to tell them no. Pure survival. And that's what Christian Keys did. He didn't run off buck ass naked with that $100,000. And I'm telling y'all, it would have been tempting for a lot of people. Pure survival. Especially when a motherfucker say, look, I'm not gonna touch you. Just take the $100,000 and just get buck ass naked. You know what I'm saying? It would have been very tempting. But I would have did what Christian did, y'all. I don't give a damn what y'all think. I wouldn't have hauled ass buck ass nigga with that motherfucking money. But it's crazy when he got all of that money and then he can manipulate somebody's for their tasty cakes. But you can't manipulate me for my manhood. You know what I'm talking about? So like I said, man, shout out to everybody. It looks like Modia is damn near, Modia goes to jail. Pure survival.